Now, the chairman of the Sri Lanka Tourism Development Authority, Priyantha Fernando, says that he expects the country to record 400,000 tourist arrivals by the 20th of April for this year. So far, the country has recorded over 390,000 tourist arrivals to the country from January 2023 until the 16th of April last month, with a majority of tourists reported from Russia and India. Sri Lanka's tourism has been taking a turn for the better since the year started. The number of tourists crossed the 100,000 mark in January this year, with 102,545 tourists recorded. This is also 20,218 more tourists recorded in January 2023 compared to January 2022, when 82,327 tourist arrivals had been recorded. Since then, the number of tourists have been on the rise. In the month of February, 107,639 tourists were recorded, while 125,495 tourists had visited the country in the month of March. The country with the most number of tourist arrivals were reported from Russia, India and the United Kingdom last month. According to the Sri Lanka Tourism Development Authority, tourist arrivals for the month of April since the 1st to the 16th of this month has so far been 56,402. As such, Sri Lanka has so far recorded a total of 392,081 tourist arrivals since January to the 16th of April. He went on to say that they're hopeful that they will achieve the target of 400,000 tourists by the 20th of this month, adding that most of the tourists who arrived since January were of Russian and Indian nationalities. He further said that although a high number of Chinese tourists were expected this month, this was not the case, and therefore they're expecting more Chinese tourists next month. According to the SLTDA's monthly tourist arrival report for March, 79,891 Russian tourists and 46,432 Indian tourists had visited Sri Lanka since the start of this year. The report also placed Kazakhstan, Denmark, Austria, Pakistan and Belgium as the top 5 potential tourist markets for March. The report also highlighted that a majority of the Russian tourists visiting the country had arrived on an official visit, with only close to 40% of Russian tourists visiting for vacation. On the contrary, 50% of Indian tourists had arrived in the island for vacation purposes, while 20% of them visited the island for meetings, incentives, conferences and exhibitions.